What's up, folks? Positive Paul, and it is Friday evening on April 2nd, 2021. And I guess this will be an all over the map video. Let's hope it doesn't go sideways. I'm assuming my main channel under Paul Lindner is shut down. The videos are up. They gave me 2 strikes, and it's been coming up. Tomorrow will be the 18th day that I can't upload. And they said on the email that it would be 2 weeks. So I don't know. I tried to upload something today and no dice. So what I'm going to do with this video, of course, is put it on Baja Skywatcher 77 and BitChute. I see I've really starting to pick up some steam on BitChute and pissing people off. Because now hundreds of people are watching me on BitChute and I only have 32 subscribers. And you should see these filthy, dirty, low-life BitChute dopey comment perps. They're even worse than the YouTube perps. It's hilarious, folks. It's a vaudeville act, a comedy show. But in all seriousness, some of us out there are praying and hoping for the day of the Lord to arrive. Specifically, people that have been affected by these sad sack Satanists, these lapdog Luciferians, these foolish Freemasons, which, remember, the Blue Lodge boys are clueless. They don't get it. But these creepy chameleon Canaanites do. These dirty dog, Draco, Reptoid, Hollywood hybrid hacks do. But the one thing that they have not figured out is if you are one of these aforementioned groups, you've got no salvation. I've said this for years now. If you're born after World War II and you're one of these freaks, this amalgamation of fallen DNA and human DNA that in turn creates these hybrids, you've got no salvation. You've got this world. And it's soon, this dimension, this false reality is soon to collapse on itself. Now, when I say a false reality, all the talking heads out there on social media, which has become a joke because these so-called know-it-alls want to tell you there's a reason for everything. They can explain everything away, and at the end of their messages, just remain calm and it will all go away. Everything will be all right. Remember Mr. Trump last year? Look what happened to him, folks. And these same creeps that are purporting their disinfo want to tell you that somehow Trump is going to come back into the picture. Now, before I get out of hand, let's slow down. And I'm going to just tell a personal story. My son's mom is from Rosarito Beach, Mexico. I've been coming here for about, 10 years. I mean, I actually was here when I was a kid with my Marine buddies, who I gave my testimony to on Facebook 5 years ago, and they all mocked me and laughed at me. They all think they're sitting in their little cushy homes, and in particular, one of them, who I know is a hybrid, he works for the State Department. He's one of the chief rabble rousers that when I told my story and I shared it, they essentially, it was like, okay, well, thanks for letting us know that you're a satanic ritual abuse survivor put through MK Ultra trauma-based mind control, stuff with implants. See, they thought, and this is back to the false reality, when we were up at Camp Pendleton back in the mid 80s, 86, 87, 88, and 89, that we were serving our country. We were protecting the citizens of America from all the evil across the globe. And one of the things I am no longer proud of is that we went down to Panama to take out Noriega. And, come to find out, what that was nothing short of Uncle Carl and his lackeys, Bush, Kissinger, and there's a long list, folks, all right? They wanted to continue their drug trade coming in from the South America up through Mexico using the cartel, which are their lackeys too. But remember, I want to get to these cartel guys and try to save them. They know, they figured out by now here in Rosarito, I don't go away and they can't touch me. And not all of these cartel guys want to do what they're doing. But the most evil ones were groomed many, many years ago, folks, by these creeps in the CIA, FBI. So I'm getting off on a tangent again. And back to my story. So my son's mom's from Rosarito Beach, Mexico. I've been coming down here. I haven't been to the United States since April 5th, 2017. On that very day, one of my main handlers shapeshifted on me for the last time. He was being mind controlled to whatever their little setup was. I mean, we know about the stolen car, but only God knows what these creeps with their slander campaigns are saying about me. But yes, I was stupid. I could have cared less whether I lived or died, and I was hanging around with these gang stalkers, folks. Don't you TIs get it? The people you hang out with are probably gang stalkers, and you need to spend time with these people to figure out what the hell makes them tick. Why are they doing what they're doing? So yeah, I was hanging out with some shady characters. And, whatever, like I said, that's a 7-year-old setup that they used to start the slander campaign on me down here in Rosarito Beach. They created the Rosarito Beach Camaro Clown Club, which drives around all day, following me around in Camaros because I assume that was the stolen car. Again, they don't want to get me in court because I'll embarrass all of them. They're these low-life, dirty, filthy federal hybrid prosecutors in the government. Oh my God, it's so bad, folks. If only you knew. So yeah, I'm in Rosarito, and I had this fantasy that I was going to try to spread the word, share the gospel. But we know in Mexico, which is a very wonderful country, full of beautiful, hardworking people that, like other countries around the world, have been left behind. And these Satanists know that if they left these people poor, tired, hungry, and uneducated, they would be easily manipulated when the day came to be used for their nefarious dirty deeds done dirt cheap with the devil, folks. AKA the snitch society that's full-blown in the United States and all over. So I had this fantasy that, yeah, I'm going to, I was convinced. I mean, look, September 23rd, 2017, the great the great sign, the wonder in the sky, all that. I was convinced that yes, the day of the Lord was coming soon. The tribulation was going to hit. My recall dreams, everything. What the Holy Spirit revealed to me. And I went running around Rosarito for over essentially 3 years. They started this stalking campaign on me at end of July 2016, when the flyovers started. And I was running around, telling my story, just sharing everything that I'd learned about the Bible and what really was going on back after World War II. And some people listened. Others, they're looking at me like I'm crazy, because we know Mexico is predominantly a Catholic country. They're all Catholics, folks. And they do go to church. These beautiful Mexican people, they go to church. And I went to the churches, and I tried to listen in Spanish and ask questions, and I never really got answers. I'm like, is the pastor, the priest, what are we being taught? What is he just reading scripture and that's it? We feel good and we go home and just go to work. And, that's what's going to get you through this. This is what's going to save you, being a good person. All the things that we've been taught in America. But it's all garbage, folks. Some of us know this, that the Catholic religion is based on Babylonian rituals. And if the true story be told, I couldn't get through to anybody. A couple people I got through to. But what I did, folks, is now it's 2021. These people are looking at me like, hey, look, there is no tribulation. What happened? You were telling us all this stuff about, the lights going out, the stores closing, and this and that. And the whole time they're starting the stalking campaign through the slander campaign, saying that I'm crazy and I need to be looked after. And, and time's going by, and these Mexican people are saying, to themselves, look, none of this is happening that you told us. And these people of authority, these American Nazi hybrids that took over Rosarito Beach, Mexico, Tijuana, up and down the Baja Peninsula and far beyond, all right? They've all duped these God-fearing Mexicans, which a lot of them are, to mitigate my testimony. So again, the point I'm trying to make is these people now are looking at me like, you were wrong, and we got to move on with our life. We need money. And these people are offering us jobs. They're offering to remodel our houses. They give us cars. All we got to do is be this community watch. The neighborhood watch, folks. Oh, community-based policing. What did I tell you? This last video on my channel that's shut down is this snitch society was created. And what does that tell us? That the authorities can no longer do their job. But that's not the reason, folks. So, again, I tried my best, and now I can no longer witness, because I'm going to get ran out of this town and become homeless with no money. I have no money. They sent me the check for my son, the $1,400. It arrived. But there's nothing. A neighbor is giving me some day work, and they've been going nuts on me for a week. I filmed these fallen flyovers because they were freaking out when I was, over at the neighbor's house trying to help them with all the noise, they're buzzing around, and they stopped that, and now all of a sudden, they looked. There's a whole new perp academy that graduated, and this past week, the stalking is off the roof. It's amazing. These people are all just on the take now, and they're clueless that they don't understand what they got themselves into. So I tried to explain about the Antichrist, the time of the Gentiles, to the Jehovah's. I made all these charts, what little money I had from selling all my possessions in 16, 17, 18, in these flea market things. I was printing out scripture and these charts from Clarence Larkin. That's what I used to witness to these people. And some of them were impressed. But now it's gotten me nowhere because, again, they're like nothing's happened. Only thing that's happened is, yes, okay, this pandemic. And we're all wandering around not knowing whether or not we're going to be able to go into a store to buy a gallon of milk unless we have a mask on or a vaccine. This is insanity, folks. But this is the doing of the devil. Satan's, if he had a master plan, it's working perfectly until you know what, folks. So when we look at this chart of the times of the Gentiles, what have we learned from these watchmen who I'm about ready to go off on? These rapture people, all right, that are nothing but a bunch of creepy, dirty dog Draco, reptoid, hybrid Hollywood hacks, folks. Almost all of them. And they want to make you think this is an ongoing situation. There is no day of the Lord. That's what the Jehovah's and Catholics are telling their people. They don't even dare consider the book of Daniel. We know this. Other people have said this. But what have we learned? What do we know even through secular history? They tell us there was a Babylonian captivity. There was a Nebuchadnezzar. There was a Medo-Persian Empire. There was a Greek Empire. And it turned into the Roman Empire. And this was found in the book of Daniel. Cyrus, Darius, hundreds of years prior to their arrival. It was prophesied. They don't want to touch prophecy. Now, if you're an MK Ultra survivor and you're from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, if you're still around, you understand that the reason why there was an MK Ultra, not just because mind control, yes, they want to know how to control humans, meaning the hybrids want to know how to control humans, which they've been trying to do that for thousands of years. But they figured out a way to do it, and that's create these amalgamations, these detestable, disgusting creatures to blend in with humans. But we know they have problems, the shape-shifting. Now, what I believe is thousands of years ago, the Israelites, this stuff was right out in the open. They saw it for what it was. And now, what are we doing? Like a bunch of idiots. Oh, shape-shifting analysis. And I include myself. And yes, I guess we need to do this. But here's what I want to say for you people out there. We know Hollywood's infested. They're contaminated with these hybrids. But don't focus on them. Focus on the normal people. So we learned that we are in the period of iron and clay. Miry clay doesn't mix with iron. Iron doesn't mix with miry clay. Get it through your thick heads, people. Why can't you figure that out? Because I'll tell you why. Because you're all a bunch of clueless, brainwashed, mind-controlled adults. The damage's been done. After the mid-'80s, by the '90s, they got their act wired, meaning these hybrids with the mind control, which is done, yes, through the predictive programming. I wish we wouldn't focus on that all the time, but some of you, all right, look, I don't want to keep beating up on everybody, but how many more decodes? Show us the last decode, please, please. We want to see this. We want to see how we come to the end game. So this is what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to slow down right now, and I'm going to continue. Now, let's see if we can take one more look at this goofball David Icke, this flaming fallen angel, and this creepy, who knows how he was created. Who's his mom? Who's your daddy there, David? Look at this freak. This freak that you all listened to for the past 30 years, who claims to be the son of God, who's nothing but a shape-shifting monster. And if he's hungry when the lights are out and the stores are closed and he sees a human, I tell you what, you better hope he doesn't have A1 sauce and a knife around. Folks, come on. What do they always got to do, folks? Got to touch theirself. Got to reset the hologram. Now, these kooks that claim to spread the gospel, these plants that have been groomed, here he is. He's one of the original hybrids. All right? This is from, remember, there's age groups. After World War II, we have, starting around 1947, leading up to 60. That's the first bracket of hybrids. They've got the most electromagnetic distortion. They've been placed in positions of power. Judges, doctors, lawyers. And now it's filtered down to the other lower level positions within society, cops, all that. Now you got this goofball, Hefner, Lisa Haven's boyfriend. All right? Let's take a look at him. He wants to run his yap about satanic ritual abuse now. This is a video from last week because they're running out of these freaks. Because I am destroying them one by one. With no help at all from any of you. Now, again, I'd be nice to make a friend or two. It would be nice, folks. But unfortunately, I don't see that happening for any of us because none of us are allowed to talk. Hey, big shout to Barry, Russell, and Virginia. There's two real TIs. All right? So now, Hefner, this goofball, let's look at him. Always got to touch theirself. Always got to touch theirself. Now, here's what they do. Last week, he dredges up this bimbo, Kay Tolman. Oh yeah, I'm a satanic ritual. Well, they're always women, no men. Where are the men? They disappeared, folks. They're dead or locked up. I'm one of the last ones in my age group. Get that through your thick heads. That's why they're chasing me around down here in Rosarito Beach. This whole freaking perp army with everybody involved, all right? Some of them dropped out. I've probably been through about 10,000 perps right now in the past, say, 5 years. And I got a lot of pictures cataloged. I know where they all live, where these Camaros are staged, the whole 9 yards. And I'm going to put the message out to the cartel again. If you want to come talk to me and be men and women and have an actual conversation, and I can prove to you without a doubt that your time is almost up and stop the nonsense. Join the brotherhood of men. I know you are beautiful people. I'm not putting you down, all right? We're all in this mess together. But what they do is they dredge these dopey hybrids up that have been groomed a long time ago, folks. You know, this is just another Zeph Daniel. Zeph is long gone. Yeah, you can go to the Zeph report and listen to him blather on, but it's a joke. Now here's these two. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes. He's another one talking out of the side of his mouth. But what you want to do is remember, the eyes, the nose, the teeth. Where's his teeth, people? You see what you're looking at? Now watch this. It gets worse. Look down by his neck. All right, you see the electromagnetic distortion? He's one of the better ones that doesn't have problems. But I nailed him on this one. Now look, both of them. They're both having issues. He's got to close his eyes. She's got to touch herself because you got to listen to what they're talking about. This mealy-mouth nonsense, stealing my testimony and going up on social media, these hacks. It's disgusting, people. Lazy, lying lizard. Always licking their chops. Always got to lick their chops. Now, this is Lisa Haven, I tell you. It's amazing that you people follow all these people. Watch this.
All right, David, we're back here with you. What are we talking about? Satanic ritual abuse. I have Kay with me. She's a survivor. Kay, you go into churches, you train pastors what to look for, how to talk to people that are victims. When you go into a church and you're talking to a congregation, are you seeing any SRA victims out in that congregation?
Oh, absolutely.
Watch his head.
It is so much more prevalent than people realize. It would be shocking to you if you really knew how high a percentage it is.
How does she know?
It's very high.
Right here, watch his head. You see that? He touches himself. Now, folks, if you've listened to me, what do I call these hacks? These Hollywood hybrid hacks? Bobbleheads. Watch the bobblehead. Right here, watch. See how he's shaking his head? They all do that. It's slight, folks. You gotta know what you're looking for. You see it? A human being doesn't do that.
What percentage would you say? I know we're just throwing stuff against the wall here, but you walk into a church at any given time, what percentage of people do you think have been SRA victims, come in contact with it?
Well, let me qualify that just a little bit. Let me just say, think about how many Masonic lodges there are all over the country.
You hear that, folks? They've got no material of their own. So this bobblehead, Hevner, Lisa Haven's boyfriend, they dredge him up and they think that he's going to get the job done. No, 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 and hell no. Oh my God, man. This is just bizarre. All right, let's continue with Hevner. You get the graying of the fingers. The fingers, they got this graying, all of them. Plackinger had that. They all do. It's the fallen DNA. Now watch this. These freaks. Right here. This lady. And they always go to Australia. I don't get that. These crocodile Dundees, man. Look at the hand. Come on, people. This freak of nature. I don't know who she is. All right? But what I'm telling you is they're all bought and paid for. Bunch of hacks. All of them. Now look at this. You understand what you're looking at, people? Look at his mouth. Watch this. Look at his mouth, folks. Pay close attention. And these freaks are always in Ohio, where Uncle Carl was. Right here. Now watch what he does, folks. Watch what this freak Hefner does. Oh, he's got to touch herself. Reset the hologram. And he's ashamed of himself. That's right. Cover your mouth up, you freak. Oh, how nice. You dirty dog, Draco, reptoid, Hollywood, hybrid, hack. You want now, remember what I said about the teeth. Look at his teeth. Now watch this. And where'd his ear go? This freak. See, definition now. Not there, folks. Where's the definition of his teeth? Man, you fucking people in America are clueless. Oh, how cute. Oh, how cute. A face only a mother could love. Oh, okay, the slot machine effect. You know what? I've got so much material on you people. If you want me to embarrass the hell out of you, you just let me know. There's the alien insectoid, folks. And when I'm gone, you're all next. Okay, Robin's Hood. This freak out in Pennsylvania. Same thing. Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth, folks. And remember, if your mouth is dry, yes, your lips will stick. But you take one swipe with your tongue. That's it. Look at his mouth. What does he do, folks? Because they're embarrassed. They know when this happens, folks. And they are ashamed of theirself. All of them. Lazy, lying lizards. Lazy, lying lizards. Lazy, lying lizards. Now, JK Bugout, I don't know why. What's up with you, bro? Remember, he's on my favorite Draco hybrid list. Okay? He was number 5, I think. Richie, Marfugal, Jake Morphonius, Breaker, and JK. But I love this guy, but look at him, man. It's like, man, why? Why? What the hell is going on here, people? Do you realize when the technology fails, these freaks are going to be running around looking like the monsters they are? Oh, man, I don't want to beat up on JK. But how about Blubber Boy? Brian 2. Ooh, R&M supercomputer. Still doing the same thing after 7 years. Severe remote neural manipulation attacks. You dumbasses, man. I tell you. There's no R&M supercomputer that does what he says. Yeah, they got something going on. Okay. Let's continue. All right, we know all about the one brown eye and the one blue eye. Now look, this is what I'm saying. People, forget about Hollywood. They're a done deal. This is some doctor on the San Diego News doing his spiel about the pandemic, but look at him. Watch this. He gets all excited, then look what happens, folks. Could you imagine that you're having a conversation with one of these freaks, and next thing you know, this happens? Well, I've seen it with my own 2 eyes, you dumbasses. That's why they're chasing me around down here in Mexico, because I'm not going to go back to the United States and play games with these filthy, dirty perps from the CIA, FBI, Homeland Security, the fusion centers. Yeah, and it all filters down. We know. There is a stalking program that boots on the ground. Yes, there's physical manifestations, folks, but don't discount the spiritual realm. Okay, now, Barry, I love you, buddy, but I'm gonna try to help you out here. And again, I don't know why some of you people, they always send women in after me. It's a joke. They think that somehow we won't, or I won't attack the women. They know men are just cowards, and they won't go after these women. Like Plackinger and all that. What a joke. So they send in all these women to try to befriend me or act all nice with me. And, you know, I think as of recent, some of you are okay, but you're still suspect, hanging out with these creeps that I've identified a long time ago. And these Johnny-come-latelys, all right, that use my material, pretend they're me. Good luck, folks, because when I'm gone, you're all next. So this bimbo, Barreen Jen, doesn't like the fact that I said the targeting circles back all to satanic ritual abuse. And what I tell you about the vague, targeted individual testimony like Barden and all the other numbnuts out there they're all gone, folks. It's 2021. The targeted individual community from 5-6 years ago is unrecognizable now. They're gone because they were all phonies. Don't you get that? Get that through your thick heads, people. Now look at this bimbo that, I beg to differ. There's a way out, God. Well, yeah, you're right about that. People witness their testimonies often. God can protect even in the midst of such a situation and people of such dark and low caliber. Now, look who's talking. I go to watch one of her videos. It takes me not even 2 minutes. The eyeballs, the lips, the nose. What do I tell you, people? What do I tell you, people? Wake the fuck up. Wake your asses up, America. You're a done deal. Wake your asses up. All of you. Social media has become nothing but a joke. Oh, how cute. Another face only a mother could love. So yeah, they send these dopey hybrid women after me, and some of them can't show their faces, but here's another one talking out of the side of their mouth, folks. But you don't get that. You don't get that. So what more do you want from me? Well, my next video, I'm going to get into this guy right here. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know what the baby Draco hybrid James Rink has been up to, but you stand by there, social media world, because Positive Paul's not done yet.